Alright guys, welcome to the first ever day in the life video of an online coach. So this is going to form like a sort of a 12-part series. I'm going to be doing one every single month, looking at online coaches' days so you can see exactly what we get up to. So you'll be able to see that we're not on a beach, we're not systemizing our business through just doing Facebook ads. We're actually working when it comes to running our businesses and building our businesses as well. So I'm going to be taking you through everything that I do in a day. So check-ins, client setups, my content, and showing you the journey as well. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the vlog. Okay, so the first part of my day, every day, is doing check-ins. So I coach one-on-one. That's my only thing that I currently do at the minute. I just coach clients one-on-one every single week. They get check-ins, they get their training, they get their nutrition support, they get feedback from me, and they can obviously talk to me throughout the day as well. So I have check-in days every week. I have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I split them across 3 days. So today is Tuesday, and I'm just gonna get into my Tuesday check-ins now. I'll probably do this up until about 11, have a break, have a bit of breakfast, continue it again, and then the kind of later part of the day will be setting up new clients if I've got any to set up. I may do some new training. I'll obviously go to the gym and train myself, and do a bit of social media work as well, in sort of where I can. So you'll be able to see that through the day when I kind of do things and what I kind of do at a certain time. So I'm gonna get into some check-ins now, and I'll see you later. Right, so it's currently 10 to 1, and I've just finished up my check-ins for the day. So on Wednesdays I have around about 12 to 15 clients to check in with. So each client, they obviously get their own personalized video. That's how I tend to do things in terms of check-ins. I know every coach does things differently. Some coaches do like email responses. I just prefer doing video because I can just be more personal with the client. I can get more information out from a video. And I find it is quicker as well, because if you think the amount of time you spend typing as compared to when you're sort of talking to the camera or talking over someone's spreadsheets, you just get more information and it's a bit quicker. And while it's uploading, you can then start filming another one. So it's good from a time element. So yeah, it's now 10 to 1. I'm going to now go and have a bit of lunch. And I may do a bit of programming after for a new client that I've got to set up, and I'll show you how I go through the setup process, or I might go to the gym. Haven't decided yet, but I'm sure you'll see in the next part of the vlog, so I'll see you then. Right guys, so we are going to go to the gym now. Basically I've got to fit all of tomorrow's workout into today, because I am actually heading off to New York tomorrow. So this is something you've got to do as an online coach. When you have work that potentially needs to be done later in the week, you need to schedule it beforehand or schedule it for when you get back. This is like one of the downsides of being self-employed, that you still have work to do even when you're away. So it needs to get done before you go, or you take your work with you. It depends how you want to work, but this is one of the big things that as an online coach you've got to do. Luckily I enjoy what I do and I enjoy my job, so it's not a chore while I'm away. But I'm going to go quickly get a workout in now, probably going to be an hour, and then I'll get back, so I've got some client setups to do and some more check-ins from tomorrow to do tonight, and then I've got to pack and get ready. So we'll see you later. guys, so I'm just back from the gym and I'm doing some programming for a new client that I'm setting up. I'll show you kind of what my sheets look like at the minute. So this is the nutrition section of the sheet, and then we've got our training section, which is all edited and done, and then we've got our measurement section, and then check-in section, if it loads. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's my training sheet. So nothing magical, but you don't need to have amazing sheets to coach well. You just need to be able to coach people. Everyone thinks that you need to have these jazzy sheets which do everything, but you don't. You just need to have fairly basic sheets which do what you need to do to be able to coach people. When I actually come to set new clients up, for those who are wondering about how the process works, basically it starts obviously from the client contacting me in regards to wanting coaching, and then what I do is I send them a consultation form, because everyone I work with, I want to make sure that I can help them, and if I see on the consultation form that they may be suited to another coach, or potentially they may need to see like a personal trainer because potentially online might not be for them, I'll obviously recommend that out. So that's why I always get a consultation form done first. So once they've filled that in, I'll then arrange a phone call with them. And then on that phone call, I will just literally find out all about what they're looking to achieve, why they've reached out, what they've any problems that they've sort of had in the past, and really find out and get into the deep and depths about why they are looking to get coached. We'll go into obviously various things, and then from there, if they obviously want to sign up, it then goes on to me obviously making their program. So I get all of the information that I need to make my programs who is suited for that client. From there, obviously I'll create their program, I will film a welcome video, they'll get their welcome packs, and it takes around about 2 to 3 days to set them up, from sort of obviously talking to them on the phone to getting them all set up on the programs, getting them set up in Google Drive, and then getting them going from the get-go. So that's basically my process of obviously getting someone on board to my coaching service. A lot of people have asked that, like, how do you set someone up? And that's basically how I do it. That's like kind of like the start to the finish. So yeah, like everyone does it differently. I mean, I know a lot of coaches that sort of they'll take like sort of payments on their website and then they'll set them up from there. But just the way I like to coach people, I like to be able to see what they're really looking to achieve, and I don't like to give people the chance to impulse buy, because that's not going to fix anything if someone really needs like good coaching help. So yeah, that's kind of the things I do. So I'm basically just finishing this off now. I'm going to film a welcome video, and then I've got the rest of my check-ins to do for tomorrow's check-in day tonight, because obviously I'm away tomorrow. So like I said, getting all of the work in today so I can obviously have tomorrow off. So what I'll do is I'll show you like a sample check-in of what I would normally do for someone once I finish doing this. So I'll catch you in a bit. This week, okay, so I'm going to stick your calories where they are for now. I'm not going to move them, because looking at your week, you've obviously had 3 days of steps where they've been low. So we've had this day here, this day here, this day here. So those days have obviously been low, so we've got some catch up with steps to do. Obviously whether you get them in this for like, I don't know, today or whenever you get them in is fine, but obviously going forward next week, mate, to obviously make this mini cut as successful as possible, really try and nail down on that consistency, because obviously making sure that everything is nailed, like your steps, your food and your training, it will make the mini cut shorter. I don't want it to obviously go on for any longer than we need to, so that's why I'm obviously saying that having the consistency going forward with even the steps. And I know it's difficult getting back into the habit of hitting 10k, but if we can do that, then it's obviously going to put us in a good place, okay? Alright guys, so that is pretty much the end of my day. It's now it's now 9:30, which isn't a normal day. So this isn't what I would normally do in a day. So to think that an online coach spends like 7 in the morning till 9:30 at work is wrong, because it's not. There is a lot more freedom than this. Like I said earlier, it's just me getting all of tomorrow's work in today. So obviously tomorrow I don't have to work, and I can enjoy my trip away to New York. So a normal working day for me is anywhere from sort of 7 till probably about 2. And then I've got kind of most of the rest of the evening just to fill out with replying to client messages, getting sort of any social media work that I'm doing, which I don't really class as work. I just kind of class it as just what I'd normally do day to day. So yeah, like normal working day is about 7 till 2, and sometimes it can be more, sometimes it can, I wouldn't have as much work in a day. It just really does depend. So my kind of week is Monday to Wednesday is check-ins, Thursday is programming for clients, and then Friday is new client setups if there is any, and if there isn't, I would just do more programming for clients as well, or any content and social media work as well. So it keeps me pretty busy throughout the week. There's always stuff to do. It's certainly not the beach laptop lifestyle though that you'll see many other coaches try and show off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to answer some of the questions that I posted on my Instagram. So I posted up a Q&A for like a day in the life of an online coach. I wanted to answer some of your questions so you can kind of see what your answers to them. So first one is from Jay. He says, balancing work time and personal time, especially with a partner. So I think this basically comes down to making sure that you have your hours and your time in your dedicated day per week where you are off. That's something I do. On a Saturday, I won't work. I won't usually answer messages to clients as quickly because Saturday is my day off as such. And then sort of Sunday through till Friday will be kind of myself normally working. So I think just scheduling yourself a day off is the best thing that you can do to give yourself some time away from fitness, from clients, and just anything that is related to your job. Because at the end of the day, if you're doing this 7 days per week, 24/7, it will burn you out. Like any job, people have days off of it. So you can have your days off as well. Just because you coach online and you're now obviously running a business doesn't mean that you can't have a day off, all right? So Nicholas has asked, time managing for personal and coach life. I basically just plan my day out the day before. So everything I do, I plan out the next day. So for example, with check-ins, with setups, I'll basically have a notes section in my phone with timings throughout the day when I'm gonna do things. And if I haven't done the task within that timing, and I can move on, I will just move on to the next thing that falls within that time. So I stay strict to kind of what I've laid out for the day to make sure that I'm doing things. So for example, like 7 till 11 will be check-ins, 11 till half 11 will be breakfast, half 11 till like 1 will be more check-ins, then I'd have lunch, go to the gym, come back, do some more work, and that'll all be scheduled out in my planner to make sure that I'm doing it at those times. Otherwise, my schedule would just be rubbish and I would just never get any work done. So always plan out your day the day before, I would say. So toughest challenges you faced as a coach and being self-employed. Good question. Good question. So obviously the biggest challenge is it was building my business when I left my job. So I left my job when I had, I think, 20 clients. So 20 clients was enough for me to basically pay my bills and live within my means, and basically replace the wage that I was earning from my old job. So I just basically left and sort of started obviously coaching my 20 clients, and then it just, that was the scariest thing, because I went from having obviously a salary each month to then obviously me earning my own salary and me being responsible for paying my bills, paying my mortgage, all of those things. So that was my toughest challenge, and that was the biggest worry, because if I started to lose some of those 20 clients, that would then lose me obviously more and more money each month, which meant I wouldn't be able to pay my bills. So that was my scariest thing. But I would say for anyone that is looking to transition into coaching, to create a buffer of money or create a business before you jump into it. So many people just jump into it because they see these motivational videos online where someone said, if you don't enjoy your job, just quit. That's all well and good, but when you quit your job and you've got no money to pay your bills, that's not good. So it's all about finding the balance between building a business to the point where you can comfortably leave and have a backup, okay? So my job before online coaching, I was a meter fitter. So I went around fitting electric and gas meters for EDF Energy. I worked 7 till sort of 8, well, I say it was about 8 till 4 every day. And I built my online coaching business up on the weekends and evenings while I was doing that. So it was basically kind of, I did my work throughout the day with them, and then in the evenings I did the coaching, and on the weekends as well. And it took me about a year to get to that point where I could leave my job comfortably. It wasn't like a overnight kind of thing. So that is it from the questions. So there's a good bunch of questions in there to kind of find out about how I transitioned, what I do day to day as well. So I hope you've enjoyed the day in the life video of an online coach. I'm sorry there was no beaches, I'm sorry there was no cocktails. It's just work at the end of the day, and I love it. I absolutely love what I do, and I would not trade it for the world. So if you've got any questions on anything that I've done today, how I do things, systems, please don't hesitate to contact me and just drop me a message or leave a comment on this video, and I will answer that as soon as I see it. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next day in the life video next month.